Hi guys, I'm glad to be back after my little vacation. If you guys were wondering where I was in Winston-Salem at the National Black Theater Festival, and it was fun. Lots of fun. You may see some mementos from it in my next videos. Hint hint, wink wink. But today for our speed art, we're actually going to be doing a little trip from Gem and the Holograms, whose newest comic book I just picked up. This isn't the newest one, this is the second one, but I accidentally got two because it has so many multiple multiple artworks on the cover. And if you guys don't know what Gem and the Holograms is, I left a link to one of my previous videos, but the top 10 cartoons of all time. To me, spoiler alert, I put in the #1 slot, and I'll give you guys some time to just look for it and watch the length. Links in the description. I'll be waiting. Are you done? You done? Good. So today I decided to do a 3-way drawing of the gem that's in the comic book now, 2015, the gem from the 1980s, and one of my characters who's hopefully going to be in the ink club that's coming out in 8 days, Blair. So let's get started. So starting off, we're going to start coloring the gem from the 2015 comic books. I like her overall artistic style, which I noticed I wasn't very good drawing right off the bat, because it kind of gave her more of a futuristic space-like theme, especially her earrings. They didn't really match anything else, but that's what made them pop. Unlike in the 80s cartoon where they were small and kind of barely noticeable, you could say, oh, they're just nice earrings. This one, besides having a function, they actually make the same color as projections they're making, that they produce. And it also shows how, as along the way, like cell phones, the Gemstar earrings have gotten bigger as they probably hold more data. I also love her hair in this one, all that lush blonde hair. It still has volume akin to the 80s one, but it's also long and flowing and kind of like Rapunzel hair, like we see now in so many young girls and like a lot of young ladies. I also liked her dress. It still has a touch of 80s to it, but it's also still defining on its own. I find it funny that, like the series over 30 years later, a lot of the daily fashions in it can also be worn in real life, at least right now. It also kind of reminds me of a toned down Lady Gaga, because in the comics her skin is radiantly pink. But unless you get a Brazilian dye job like Harley Quinn did, I don't think anyone's going to look as pink as her unless you're like a newborn baby. As you guys may be hearing in the background, I decided to play some Gem and the Holograms music, just to kind of give you a feel. Now this is from the 80s. I don't know what they're going to do for the movie that's coming out, but one of the things that's actually said in the back of the comic is that they had a bit of trouble putting the sound of the actual songs in the comic, so people could say, oh, this is an awesome band, they need to get it out there. One of the characterizations I at first didn't understand was that they made this version of Jerica Benson really shy and crippled with stage fright, and that's why she needed to create the Gem persona. I thought it was, after thinking about it, it actually made perfect sense. Like the first one, where they needed a frontman for the band in order to save their company from the evil Eric Raymond. And since it will be unnecessary and possibly very, very inconvenient for the real Jerica Benson to be the actual Gem, they decided to create synergy. And I thought that was just a really fun, cool idea, since now this isn't really about saving the company, but more about getting these girls out there and they're having fun, they're really expressing themselves for just themselves and not just to save the company. Now the 80s Jerica, the classic one created by Christy Marx, she's more business driven, headstrong, go-to person. She's known as the most dependent of the holograms. Whatever they needed having done, she would do it. She's known as the face of their manager. In fact, in one episode, she was so known to be the face that while the holograms arch nemesis, the Misfits, were hired to try and find out who she was, they actually got an actress to play Jerica Benson as their manager, not knowing Jerica and Jem are the same people, and it almost gave the real Jerica a mental breakdown right there. To be honest, I couldn't exactly capture what she looked like, but I noticed everything looked better in color. And just to verify, I'm sorry, I'm channeling the voice of Jeff Goldblum right now. She actually had a lot of really nice outfits, some of which paled in compared to her iconic pink dress with the fringe sash. That's actually from a whole bunch of promotional art for the show. Even though the show didn't look exactly like that, I think they might have used it for the back of the dolls. They actually do have some surviving commercials of the dolls online if you want to check it out. Trust me, they're actually pretty interesting to watch. They're akin, or at least better than their Barbie rivals during the day. And in the background, you may notice a third gem. That's our character Blair. I chose her to be Gem of the Holograms because she tries to reinvent herself to whatever she wants to be in the hopes of gaining something similar to these girls. The first two gems really wanted recognition for their bands and to make a life for themselves. Really, what Blair wants is to really gain much more attention and friends. Something that she didn't really gain during her childhood 30 years ago. But she also wants to be, I guess you could say, outrageous, truly outrageous. And she also loves to cosplay. And who else then who does she meet but the wonderful Cheyenne, who is a fashion student looking for a client. They become fast friends in these comics, and I'm actually drawing her in one of Jem's outfits that you can regularly find online. I wanted to draw an outfit that they wouldn't be used in promotional art, just because those are just so interesting. Especially showing her with different makeup and different eyeliners and stuff. You usually see her in all pink, you don't really see a whole bunch of the blues. I also got some encouraging words from a fellow YouTuber today to just keep drawing, so that's what I'm gonna do. And thank you so much for the 17 subscribers. You guys rock, and let me know in the description what you guys want to see. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember, check out DeviantArt, all the links in the description. Support the artist and subscribe. Bye!